Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and a Rising, and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. In this tarot reading, we will look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of September in the areas of love and relationships. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. And start September with some positivity. Put in the comments, September will be amazing. But let's jump into your reading with the Oracle card. And there's a very clear message: raise your vibration. And that's a very good way to start it, by putting in the comments that September will be amazing, because you're putting it out that positivity. Try to look at things from a positive perspective. Try to meditate. Try to raise your vibration. And the way you can raise your vibration, you might be wondering, how the hell do I do that? Do things that you love. Try to find activities that you enjoy. Watch your favorite movie that makes you laugh, that makes you giggle. Read your favorite book. Meditate. Dance. You're kind of getting it. Listen to your favorite songs. Whatever kind of makes you happy, try to do that this month, so you kind of have a more positive approach. But let's look at the tarot. In the center of your reading, you do have the Death card. Now this indicates a major life transformation that you are going through, that you are in the middle of. And this is an indication of some kind of an ending that you are processing. But it's a natural ending of something. It can be an end of a relationship. It can be an end of a cycle in your life. And this is a major change. Something that cannot be stopped. So very important for you to think about, how am I really processing this change that I'm going through? Am I afraid? Am I excited about this? Or am I fighting it? Now, the worst thing you can do is fight whatever this change is, because if you're fighting it, it's going to be harder for you to process whatever this change is. Now, let's see the first card. What we have here is the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is a beautiful energy of law of attraction, soulmate connection. It can be connected to two people connecting to each other deeply, when they kind of able to see and feel each other's presence and thoughts as well. Definitely a soulmate connection. This is a card that symbolizes a deep marriage as well. So dependent on where you are in your relationship journey, this can be that some of you are already met your soulmate connection. Some of you are about to meet your soulmate as well. Some of you might have lost your soulmate as with this combination, right? It all depends, like, where you are in your timeline, in your journey. But there's a very deep connection in question here for you to consider. But also, the Lovers is a card that symbolizes a decision. So some of you might have to make a decision whether you want to end something, whether you want to change something. And with the Lovers, you're focusing on your heart. You're focusing how you feel about it. And yeah, it's very important for you to make sure that you are okay with it. The next card that we have here is the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is a very stuck energy. When you're kind of feeling that your life is in limbo, when your life is not changing, when you're kind of going through the same old every day. This is when a relationship is not moving forward, and you're just kind of feeling stuck in the same cycle. But this stuck situation is definitely ending with the Death card, because it kind of shows you that stuck Hanged Man energy is ending. What's really important for you when the Hanged Man comes up is a couple of things. Try to see your situation from a new angle, from a new perspective, and that gives you the enlightenment that you need, which is not easy. It's easier said than done, but that's the message of the card. Also, try to let go of certain things, expectations, hurts, disappointments that you had in the past. And I think that's going to help you to open up a brand new chapter, because it's important that in the background of the death card you can see that the sun is rising, which also indicates that something new is coming. Now the next card, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card that can focus on dreams. It can be connected to disappointments of the past and not seeing a value of something. Whenever this card comes up, so you're kind of in apathy, disillusion, because you're focused on what went wrong. It might be that someone might be interested in you, and you're kind of, oh my God, no. I'm gonna go through the same heartbreak. I'm gonna go through the same negative experience that I went through in the past, because each of those cups represent a negative experience you went through, and you're kind of expecting that it's gonna happen the same thing. Now with this Four of Cups, you can see that it's coming from the universe, so you don't have to assume that it's gonna be the same. And it's very important for you to change that perspective with that Hangman, that it's gonna be different. So be open to new opportunities, and when people are initiating contact with you. You also have the Ace of Swords, which is a card of new beginnings, new chapters. This is a card of breakthrough, victory, clarity as well. So if you've been kind of muddled or not seeing things clearly with this Hangman energy, the Ace of Swords definitely brings you the breakthrough, the clarity that you are looking for. Now also with the Ace of Swords, it can indicate that the truth might come out in some shape or form, which kind of forces you to make a decision, right? Because you have this Lover's card right beside it, which can definitely be indicated that you have to make a decision. But also can indicate this combination, a very refreshing relationship where two people connect and they are on the same brain waves. The Page of Pentacles here is bringing you some news, some updates that are tangible, right? So there might be here a love offer on the table that you need to take into consideration. But also the Page of Pentacles is very practical. Some of you kind of learning something new, experiencing something new. Might also point to younger people. Maybe you are connected to a person that's younger than you, or you are the younger one. Roles are always reversible, or can be connected to children. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and hype. Let me know in the comments how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? Say hi and put in some positive affirmations as well. I accept the change that's happening for my greatest good. I attract my soulmate. I attract true love. I see things positively, because you know, when you look at the Four of Cups, that person is not positive, and the main message here is for you to raise your vibrations. But let's see the next card. You have here the Two of Swords, which is a card of indecision. When you're kind of wondering, okay, what should I do? Should I take person A or should I take person B? Should I make a move or not? Should I be in a relationship or should I be single? And you're kind of going back and forth. You're kind of very hesitant with this Two of Swords energy, right? You have here two cards that are showing you a decision, the Lovers and the Two of Swords. And what I can kind of see here is some of you are very hesitant. Should I listen to my heart? Should I go by the logic? And what I can tell you is a couple of things. I'm just kind of processing what comes in. First of all, when you look at the Two of Swords, your brain kind of given up because you're going between options. And the Two of Swords is really telling you, listen to your instinct, because deep down you know what is the right answer. And that instinct, that heart-based decision is also represented here by the Lovers. And I think that's going to bring you the breakthrough that is represented by the Ace of Swords. The next card we have is the Magician, which shows us that you're trying to manifest, create something, happiness, joy in your life. And you have whatever it takes to create that happiness. But you can only create happiness if your vibrations are positive, right? You need to raise your vibrations, meditate, contemplate, and I think you're going to be able to create those manifestations, what you're trying to achieve. Because, if you're kind of in the Two of Swords mentality, you're definitely not able to manifest. The next card we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, which is the juggler of the tarot. When you're kind of trying to create balance, harmony in your life, and you're trying to juggle many, many things. Your logic, your heart. You're trying to balance how much time you work at home, how much time you work with your loved ones. But you're very talented. You're able to solve any kind of problems. And also, the Two of Pentacles can show that sometimes you feel better, sometimes you're kind of feeling worse, you're kind of going through these roller coasters of emotions maybe, or roller coasters of feelings that are coming in, especially with these connections of maybe a loss or a sadness in some shape or form. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is a card that points to joy, happiness, celebration. A group of people, maybe a community, might be very important here for you, where you're able to meet someone or make some kind of a connection. But also, you have here some reason to celebrate when it comes up. Okay, what we have here is from this deck is the Widow. Now, obviously, this is someone who is single, someone who might have lost a partner, right? Especially when you kind of combine the widow and the death. Obviously, the genders are not relevant here. Some of you might have been alone for a longer time, again, processing or mourning someone that you might have a very, very deep connection with. But I think you're going to be able to manifest something great, something happy. But I think you need to be open for it and raise your vibrations. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.